Okay, this is for you pendulum guys. Let me just show you what I got going on here. 3 pieces of string, 1 foot, 2 feet, 3 feet. There's a little paper clip holding a nut down here. That's called the bob. This is your string. There's a pencil with actually it's taped up pretty well. And there's a broken piece of popsicle stick under it because it's really important that your stick or your pencil is level. You can see a couple of pieces of notebook paper back there. I'll tell you about that in just a second. We got a table of data, a timer, and a graph, and those are all going to come in real handy. Now about the paper. Okay. I need to let this go from the same place every time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this mark right here so I know where to let it go from. And I want to take great care to swing it straight. Now that was a period. A period is out and back. Out, back. That's one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to count 10 of those. I'm going to time all 10 of them. Then when I find that number, I'm going to divide it by 10, and that's going to tell me how long it takes for one period. In other words, one of these. Should be about 13 or 14 seconds for this one. Okay, we're going to see. As soon as I let this go, I'm going to start the timer. And I'm going to count to 10. Out and back. Forgot to start the timer. And here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hey, it happens. All right. I'm going to try it once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that took 14.2 seconds. Now, if I divide that by 10, it comes out to 1.42 seconds, which means that from here out and back is 1.42 seconds. I'm going to take my table of data and I'm going to write that right here for my first trial for 2 feet. I'm going to write 1.42. Then I'm going to do it another time. I'm going to write that number for the second trial. I'm going to do it a third time, and I'm going to write that number right here for the third trial. Then I'm going to take an average of the 3, meaning I'm just going to add them up and divide by 3. And that is going to be the average of the 3 periods. Okay? So let's try one more. Be careful to do this straight. Oops. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 13.7. So that's 1.37 seconds. The first one was 1.42 seconds. So you can kind of get an idea about how long this period is. Remember, a period is out and back. Okay. Now, when I have all this filled out and I have the average of 3 periods, now I can come over to the graph. And let's say, for instance, that at 2 feet, I'm somewhere around 1.4, probably 1.3. So that means I'm going to color in my bar graph up here. Where this meets the 1.4, the 1.3 is how high my graph is going to go. I'm going to do a graph for 1 foot and a graph for 3 feet. And, you're going to find your average up here. This is time in tenths of a second of period. And it starts out real small and it ends up as high as 3 seconds, which you probably won't need. But that's pretty much about it. Remember, the period is out and back. This is the bob, and that's a pendulum. Thanks. Enjoy.